Project Real Life is a youth initiative where young people use digital storytelling in order to forge deeper connections to their community through adult mentors. The project as a whole is designed to promote mental wellness. Now, the project serves youth by connecting them with mentorship and with resources, and the project is meant to promote mental wellness. The term mental wellness may seem strange to us because we're more used to hearing and talking about mental illness, which brings to mind prescription drugs, difficulties in life like substance abuse, and poor performance in school. By concentrating on the negative aspects of mental illness, people who suffer from it can feel isolated. By refocusing our conversation on mental wellness, we can look in a more holistic way at the things that we do in order to benefit our lives. Mental illness is isolating, but mental wellness is for everyone. So, what is mental wellness anyways? We talk about it as if it's a state of being, but mental wellness is really more a set of practices. It's things that we do and are able to do. Someone who is mentally well can experience and express a full range of emotions, whether that's fear, anger, sadness, joy, or confusion. We can also cope with the stresses of everyday life, like a pot boiling over, an alarm clock ringing, or something as simple as running for the bus in the morning. Mental wellness gives us the tools in order to deal with these stresses, but also to enjoy our lives. Without the ability to express and experience our emotions and then cope with the stresses that may contribute to them, it's difficult for us to be mentally well enough to experience and enjoy all the great things that life can offer, especially in relationships. Project Real Life enables young people to tell their stories by connecting them with mentorship and with community resources. One of our current projects, in fact, is to create a mural which shows youth where they can access all of these amazing resources. Once the mural is painted, we'll be able to digitize that mural and put it online so that youth anywhere at any time can find the resources that will best help them. Project Real Life isn't confined to the town of Ladysmith. Stamatis First Nations youth have been interviewing and recording the stories and teachings of their elders. We're also creating a map which will show Holcomb place names and the stories behind them. One of our students traveled to Vancouver to attend Slut Walk. Now, this is a march organized by feminists in order to further demonstrate that a woman's choice of clothing has no effect on her vulnerability to violence, and it's only our continued belief that women who dress a certain way are not worthy of the rights they hold as people that allows us to think that it does. So her question is, how do we change a culture of violence? Another student has been considering the way that depression is often talked about like a life-destroying volcano which will suck up everything in it. But she wonders, what if we thought about depression and other mental illness as a series of waves? Now, she's been collecting and collating research and resources by reading and by talking to experts and professionals to ask, how can we change attitudes towards depression? Young people have been able to create and explore and to tell their stories, not just as individuals, but also as groups. A dance class has been talking about the images and stereotypes they see represented in the media, and the way those images represent a kind of imperative that you must conform to these beliefs or this image. Now, in response to that, the class has been creating a dance to express and recording their creative process through a documentary. Project Real Life has enabled and empowered the pursuits of so many of our students. One youth, who is a very talented and prolific singer and songwriter, has been connected to filmmakers through our project. Now, she was asked whether she would like to have the experience of going to a professional recording studio and hearing her songs recorded. But, true to the spirit of Project Real Life, this student replied that, in fact, she would rather learn how to record and edit her own songs, and she said we should build a recording studio of our own. In this way, our youth are not only learning and progressing themselves, but they're also enabling and empowering the learning and the storytelling of others. This is a way for us not only to help youth use the technology that's already in their lives, like the camera phones, but also to open them up to new resources and ways of looking at things. At the end of the day, Project Real Life isn't about a mural or a website. It's not about magazines or dances, or not even really about reels and reels of film. The legacy of Project Real Life is about young people who are connected to their communities, young people who have someone to talk to, who know how to express themselves, who can share their stories with other people, young people who know where the resources are, where they can go in a community that supports them in order to make sure that they are heard. Young people who know that they have power over their lives. At the end of the day, Project Real Life is about people who know that they're not alone.